Before we go to the video, let me show you what we will be doing. We will be collecting information from the user agent of the HTTP messages from the users. Let's go!
Django, Python, JavaScript, tutorials for Jamie, this is Silva.
What the fuck, HTML?
There's only C.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Django video. Today let's talk about user agents. So, user agents, and by the way, I will be following this post in my blog. I'm gonna leave the link in the description if you want to follow from there. And user agents or user agent is this field in the header of an HTTP message and often contains information about the device, the browser, the operating system of the user. And with this information, we can give a better experience to users. Often, imagine, we can tell if the user is in a mobile or in desktop. Now, things to keep in mind, this is not 100% accurate, and we need to be aware that for us developers, if we want, we can modify this field in an HTTP message to be something completely random. So the point is, you cannot trust this user agent 100%, but for most internet users, this will be just super accurate. Okay, now I checking this in developer Mozilla, and normally in the user agent will look like this or something very similar to this. We have here Opera running on Macintosh with some more information. And how does this relate to Django? Now Django has this module named django-user-agents that breaks down these user agent fields into multiple variables, let's say. So it makes it easy for us to access this information in a more structured way. And that's exactly what I will be showing you today how to do. It's quite simple. And I will start by downloading this GitHub repository with a simple Django project so we can jump straight to the topic of the video. So git clone, project name is my site. Let's go there already and run the server. Good. We can see it's just a simple web page. I will open it in the text editor. It has an app named polls, a class-based view named index, and this template also named index with some HTML in it. First thing, we need to install Django user agents. So pip install django-user-agents. Mine is not going to install because I have already installed previously, but make sure you have that installed. Once you have installed it, we need to add this to the installed apps and also to the middleware. So let's go to my site, and in installed apps, we can add it this time with underscores. So pay attention, Django underscore user underscore agents. End it with a comma, and also we need to add this line in middleware. So it's going to be a string, Django, again, underscore user underscore agents dot middleware dot user agent middleware. Okay, that's simple. End it with a comma, and now we are ready to start coding in the view. Let's create a get context data methods like that. Return context instead of super and associate super to context. Perfect. We have installed Django user agents. It's in the middleware. We now can get information directly in the index view like this. Let's create a variable named UI for user agent and get it directly from self request dot user agent. We could print this and try to understand what's in there. Let's say I will run or reload this page again, and for me it's showing this PC slash Windows 10 slash Chrome 140. Now I'm on PC, it's correct, but I'm on Windows 11. This is not 100% accurate, but it's still good most of the times. Now, how can we collect more information out of this variable? Let's create actually a dictionary named user agent info. So we will then later send this to the front end for the context of the tutorial. So in the future, you can do whatever you need with this information. Let's create multiple fields for this, and I'm already going to duplicate them. Let's say like some of them. All right, let's start with this key is mobile. It's normally useful to understand if your users are in mobile or in desktop. So we can get it from UI with UI dot is mobile. That simple. And let's continue for some more. Is a tablet is touch capable. Okay. Is a PC. And for this section, let's also add is both. Now for the rest, we will do UI. I will copy that later so it's more straightforward. And the rest is just the same. So I will copy it. Is tablet, touch capable, is PC, and is both. Alright, in here I will add this already and duplicate with the UI. Add some more duplications, and we can continue now. Now for this next part, I will even comment in here with the browser. So browser information in the user agent. Browser family. So this is going to say if it's Chrome or Safari or Opera browser version. And one more for browser string, which contains the full information. Again, I'm just going to put this or get this from the UI, and that's good. Let's continue, and new section for operating system. Let's give 3 fields for this: OS family, OS version, and OS string, which contains again the full information. You're guessing it, it's just a matter of getting this from UI. So let's continue. Now, another section for device family. Now, in the device family, you'll get information about this device. For instance, it could be an iPhone. Alright, device family, device brand, So if it's an iPhone, the brand would be Apple. And that last device model. Now in here, we need to be paying attention because it's device dot family, device dot brand, and at last device dot model. Now one last line, if you want to print all of this, because this is coming from the request user agent, you can also print the whole line. Create a key for this one named user agent string. And this time it's not coming from UI, but actually from the request meta keys. Let's do that with self request.meta.get. We can get this information from http underscore user agent. Now, if for some reason this doesn't return a value, let's make the default value an empty string. One final part before we go to the front end and check this in a more visual way. Let's associate the user agent info dictionary to the context dictionary. So let's create a key in context. We can name it the same name and associate to user agent info. That's about it for the backend. Before we can check this in the front end, let's simply add a way to print this through template tags. I'm gonna copy it from here. So we'll create a list and run through the whole kit. Alright? And I gave it some colors. I'm gonna add a couple of line breaks and simply paste this for loop with template tags. Alright, let's open that in the browser, reload, and I have a typo. It's not browser underscore family, but browser dot 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 family version string. The same thing for the OS. My bad, I didn't notice browser. In here it's just browser. The same thing for here. I didn't notice that part. Reload. We have now this working, and there you go. Django user agents. Most of the information is correct. It's a matter of investigating the meaning of these things, and I hope this was useful for you. Simple video today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support, and if there was something missing, please let me know. And bye!